Join the CinemaSins team in Nashville for Sin Week 2023. Every year, we release extra videos for our Sin Club members and hold live panels with our friends and fans in person. Tickets to Sin Week are available at a discounted rate for the month of December. Space is limited, so head to cinemasins.com/sinweek to reserve your spot today. A link is in the description.
Welcome to Sin Week! Woo!
As the epic universal music swells and the horns blare their announcement of the start of the movie, a feeling of absolute dread washes over me. I hated the first movie, and now you f***ing assholes want me to watch this one? I'm in for 90 minutes of hell, and I cannot escape it because someone made this my job. First logo, 20 seconds. Second logo, 22 more seconds. Third logo, 10 seconds. Fourth logo, 10 seconds for a total of 62 seconds. Logos are not orgasms. Stop trying to have so many of them. And also Comcast. This appears to be a live Christmas tree that needs the live Christmas tree base to keep it watered and upright. I guess we solved the second mystery of this movie. The first was how it was funded in the first place, a mystery that may never be solved.
I'm Amy Mitchell.
Amy Mitchelleration.
Christmas is by far the most stressful time of the year for moms.
Have you considered how hard it is to get the right ratio of peanut butter to jelly on sandwiches? All the way to the edges? And cut off the crust?
There are a million things to do. And you have to do them all perfectly, or else you will never forgive yourself.
Ah, yes, because the ever-elusive ideal of perfection is the best gauge with which to measure yourself. Pair that with the self-loathing spiral of unforgiveness, and you have the perfect recipe for writers working out their disillusions of what the archetype of a woman should be.
And more importantly, neither will your kids.
If your kids struggle with forgiving you for not giving them a perfect Christmas, then you've probably failed at exempling what is really important in life, which is, of course, YouTube channels like mine. Hey, kids! Bad moms, your hangover is leaking out.
Maybe I should start at the beginning.
Yes, Amy, you should have. I've seen enough of this. I bet you're wondering how I got here in medias res movie bullshit the last 3 years to last me 7 lifetimes. Make stories linear again. Also, does the beginning of the story begin over the water? How far back are we going? The beginning of time? Are we about to see horrible story writing from the moment the lamest jokes crawled out of the evolutionary slime and made their way to the writing room of this franchise? Flower fights are not fun. It's just a recipe for a mess and a case of pink eye. I don't like flour. It's coarse and rough and irritating. It gets everywhere.
First, you have to buy gifts for every human being you've ever met.
Oh, okay. I think I'm beginning to understand that everything Amy is saying is coming from someone who is delusional, and I should really stop trying to relate to her as a character. Using your mouth to hold on to an item that has been on a public shelf, touched by many people and sneezed on by ill children.
Then there's all the cooking, all the cleaning.
Blaming Christmas for things that suck all year round. You know, for a woman saying that all Christmas things must be perfect, she sure is wrapping gifts like a snake fighting a mongoose.
Can I do anything to help?
No.
Not taking help when help is offered, especially when the help is coming from a man that last movie could have offered to burn the holy holiday tree down and you would have removed your clothes for fodder.
Definitely getting the gold star treatment tonight.
I like that, but hold that thought.
Well, yeah, because it's not night yet.
I heard you and Daddy in the bedroom, and you kept screaming at him.
Get it? Because they were f***ing. Do you get it?
Your dad and I were just playing a fun little grown-up game.
You played the game 7 times.
Jeez, Lori, did you take notes? If I thought my dad was in a yelling match with his friend, I'd either go away to avoid the pain of it or try to interrupt to save him. The one thing I would not do is start counting.
My mother's coming for Christmas.
Oh no, not parents. They suck so hard, am I right? Don't worry, if there's a relational cliche, this movie will eventually get to it. Your trope bingo card will fill up nice and fast, I promise.
Who put the big brown ornament right on the front of the tree?
Listen, if you don't want the kids to help you decorate the tree, then don't ask them to decorate the tree. I once went to a house where the 5-year-old decorated the tree and every one of the ornaments was in one section of the tree and it looked like it was about to topple over. Did the parents care? Of course they did, but they left it there because it made the littles feel better about their addition of ridiculous family traditions.
Mommy, is there a Santa Claus?
You bet there is, buddy.
Lying to your children.
Since when did every woman in America need a completely hairless vagina on Christmas?
Sorry to have to mansplain this to you, Carla, but the vagina is already mostly hairless. It's the labia, vulva, and surrounding areas that your clients are paying you to remove hair from. And you should probably charge extra for the genital shaving so you get paid for your sassy opinions. You're welcome for the solid business advice.
Okay, who's next?
Why are you asking your customers to keep track of the appointment order? When have you been in a waiting room and someone came out and was like, hey, kiddos, who wants the next trip to Thermometer Town?
Oh, no, not you, Sasquatch. I can't handle you right now.
See, it's funny because some people have unibrows and they aren't worth a professional waxer's time because helping them look like two-browed people so they can blend in without relentless teasing is too much of a pain in the ass.
I'm intrigued. Come with me.
Still having a job here after being this unprofessional, this loudly and publicly. Also, movie never shows us if Carla's intrigue was justified.
You didn't tell me you were coming for Christmas?
course not. How else would the movie have been able to milk any false tension from mothers visiting their daughters on Christmas if they didn't drop by unannounced?
No, I'm just here to see my daughter on Easter.
The idea that she could be this stupid in the middle of winter when she was just told it was Christmas is ridiculous. Have a scatterbrained character, go ahead, but push it too far, and at some point it'll no longer be funny and just ruins our ability to treat the character with any kind of real empathy, because they clearly aren't an authentically functioning human.
Let's go slap some wieners,
That is not how you enjoy a stripper show. Having this countdown is annoying and unnecessary, but at least since the first day lasted 10 minutes, we know there are only 50 minutes left in the movie, right? Right?
My mom is the most critical human being on the planet.
I got a decade or so of videos that might prove otherwise.
Daughters spent their whole lives trying to please their mothers, and mothers spent their whole lives shitting all over their daughters. It's just how the world works, okay? I can't fix that. I'm not Beyonce.
Thinking having sex with Beyonce would fix your up view of maternal relationships.
Here, have some Xboxes.
On one hand, I'm upset that she told them the gifts before they opened them, but on the other hand, she saved everyone the awkward moment of ripping open the present and having to mask the disappointment that it's not a PlayStation.
Hi, Miss Redmond. I'm Jesse. It's so nice to meet you.
Please take the bags upstairs. Gracias.
Because casual racism is hilarious. Also, remember that thing I said about stupid characters reaching the point where empathy becomes impossible? Just Control-C, Control-V that for pretty much every character in this movie.
You let your kids cook.
She just said that without moving her lips, like some sort of smiley demon ventriloquist.
Clearly not at the gym. Woof.
This movie has so much cringe, I'm surprised there wasn't a worldwide cringe shortage that resulted in the cancellation of all the Real Housewives shows from lack of supply.
You can't dick around.
I'm not dicking around.
I really feel like you're dicking around.
This scene dicks around for all the some time. Come on, movie, I know you're trying to make some point about children, but do you really think all of them are this rambunctious and that a mall would let it get this out of control? This will not stand, because if there's one thing I'm known for, it's spending the most of my energy on the clear and deliberate defense of kids.
Guys, I'm just like a giant stress ball from November to New Year's.
Amy is lying. She's always a giant stress ball year-round, 365, 24/7. Also, isn't a stress ball the thing people who are stressed squeeze to relieve stress? I'm not saying squeezing yourself isn't a good stress reliever. I'm just saying your stress metaphor may be a little squishy.
No more perfect gifts, no more perfect decorations, no more perfect anything.
Well, the shopping for gifts and decorating has already happened, so...
Merry Christmas!
Ugh. And now the movie will confuse pursuing healthy expectation boundaries with being an asshole, because comedy, sexual Christmasman, forgetting that this ball massage display thing currently raking on your face has been handled by far too many people and never once sanitized.
Attention shoppers!
Leaving the PA system on live and also locating the mic on the customer side of the desk. Hold on. We're going back to the Santa scene? Is the movie saying that these three revisited Santa for more inappropriate behavior and they were still not turned away by Santa's staff? Where is this mall?
I just had a really dumb idea.
As if any of the previous ideas weren't in the dumb category. No, there's no possible way they got away with stealing that tree. The moms would still have to load the thing into a vehicle that was not prepared for tree transport, and the Foot Locker staff were already right behind them, and that place specializes in running shoes.
Honey, did you see these ornaments? They are all little shoes.
The Christmas shoes.
I swear to God, Hank, I will drive you to a fire station and I will leave you there.
This is a great insult for an infant, and maybe that's the joke, that this man has the brain capacity of a baby. But this adult man wouldn't be lost at a fire station. He would get an Uber and head home because he has a brain.
You taste like grape soda.
I guess she doesn't taste like a drunk person after downing beers and whiskey shots all day.
Mom! Hi, guys.
Damn it, will no one in this movie behave like an actual human? This is not funny, it's psychosis.
Kent, I am so happy that you're able to get an erection again. Yay!
Kent is shocked to find a pitched tent in his lap, and the movie isn't helping me understand if that is because he's somehow unaware of his own boner, or just surprised that his entire genital area hasn't been sucked back into his body after being peeped on by his mother-in-law.
What the
My thoughts exactly. How exactly did you stay asleep with this many people in your house and even on your roof? I mean, there's enough work done around this place that they've probably already been in here for hours.
Why does my house have to be properly decorated?
That is a strange way to say, yeah, if you want to pay for my house to look like something out of a storybook, go for it, Mom.
We are go for the cavalcade. Over. Don't worry, I'll show you how this works. It's on an app.
An app that needs a walkie-talkie to work? This entire thing will launch birds into the sky, and then those birds will need to be reloaded into a box. Does the app automate that too?
Are those actual partridges?
Of course. They don't have any survival skills. They'll be dead within an hour.
Meaning that each time this 12 Days of Christmas cavalcade goes up, someone had to reload it with partridges? Just get Danny Bonaducci to live there and jump out each time. I bet he'd be game.
Your mom decorated your house?
Is this the shocking news Kiki wants to focus on? Kiki, whose mother spied on her during sexual relations with her husband Kiki? How is that not the only thing these three discuss while they participate in a PTA bake-off? Yeah, can someone tell the director we're way ahead of him on this one?
You sound super lonely.
Oh, sweet. We're adding couple culture to the list of pressures this movie will pretend to care about to milk cheap laughs.
The Russian Nutcracker is the real Nutcracker, not the sellout Disney version.
The animated Nutcracker Prince was actually put out by Warner Brothers. Not like Disney would make a live-action version of someone else's. Disney made a Nutcracker live-action movie in 2018, didn't they? It's nothing sacred, Mickey. Inserting a full 10-minute Sky Zone commercial into your film. I'm sure when Spielberg was like, hey, let's have E.T. eat Reese's Pieces, he didn't envision this world, but I'm blaming him anyway.
ISIS, like the terrorist organization.
Stating factual information as if it's supposed to be funny.
Hello, I'm Ruth. I'm Amy's mom.
I'm Jesse. I was literally just in the car with you.
The reason this joke doesn't work isn't only because it's not funny in any real or meaningful way. It's because it's also illogical. In what world does Ruth notice Jesse and want to introduce herself to him here at Sky Zone, when the punchline is that she hasn't noticed him the entire rest of the movie? If she had anything in her that wanted to notice Jesse, that would have happened already. This movie is dumb. Disrespecting your potential grandchildren and your audience.
The City of Lights.
The Windy City.
You know they call Bismarck the city of old white people.
You are so weird.
Deciding to give the bad grandmoms the exact same dynamic as the bad moms, especially when that dynamic is boring and painfully unfunny.
She said grandmas don't play dodgeball.
I got it, but we play.
I'm in.
What? Why? This character's whole shtick has been that she's above all this. Why the sudden urge to kick some Sky Zone ass? This has been dodgeballing for over a minute already, and no one has thrown a wrench. The only way these two are the last two left in this dodgeball game is if a screenwriter wrote it that way. Ruth would have taken a ball to the ovaries ages ago. Oh, you don't believe me? Think I'm being ageist? I brought receipts. Here she tries to catch a ball and misses. And here she clearly gets hit and the ball falls to the ground. Boom! I expect a full written apology in the comments.
You're wrinkling my pajamas.
I have some bad news about the sleeping process, Ruth. Also, I find it hard to believe that a woman who is concerned about a hug causing wrinkles would put on hand lotion and, before it dries, touch the silk fabric.
It looks like a parking cone.
Then I'd say he has a medical condition, because this is not a natural shape or coloring.
Most women, they just see me as this object to have sex with, and then they leave.
Well, considering Carla's whole thing so far has been to objectify you as well, it's clear that you won't have any connection with...
I don't know what it is about you. I feel like you're easy to talk to.
Oh, come on!
I'll hold my butt crack open for you anytime you want, Carla.
Where did you come from, Ticewindale?
The contrived imagination of a screenwriter, Carla. The contrived imagination of a screenwriter.
You were gonna be my best friend forever.
Is that normal?
The best friend thing? Maybe. Imitating Animal from the Muppets in a moment of loving reflection? Not so much.
Okay, I don't have cancer.
What?
I swear, this movie was like, how do we make each of these women as detestable as possible without losing the audience's ability to eventually connect with them, and then immediately forgot about the second part? These movies shouldn't be called Bad Moms. They should be called Lassholes.
She's not coming back, is she?
From your mouth to movie god's ears, Anna.
You motherfucker! You made your mom crazy.
Wait, did I misread the title? Is the movie actually called Bad Therapists?
This is a lot of songs.
Well, every home in Westbury gets to vote on who wins the cup, so we have to hit at least 300 houses tonight.
First of all, why does hitting 300 houses mean you have to learn a bunch of songs? You can use the exact same show for each house, right? Also, 300 houses? There's no way all the competitors in the Caroling Cup are hitting 300 houses. Even if you just spent 5 minutes at each house, that's 25 straight hours of caroling, you lying sack of Christmas shit.
Amy?
Oh,
Oh, look, it's that Christina Applegate character from the first movie in a convenient mid-movie cameo. Sure was hoping we could revisit her with this plot-crucial cameo.
The kids and I are gonna spend the entire Christmas Eve day sledding. And then we're gonna come home, bake cookies, and watch Love Actually.
Dumb movie.
Making your antagonist the voice of reason. Also, with the kids, you're watching Love Actually with your kids? And I don't mean because of all the porniness. I mean because it will make them hate movies forever. Watch Elf, or Muppet Christmas Carol, or Princess Bride. That takes place at Christmas, right? Anything but Love Actually, you wretched excuse for a parent. These Santas are wiggling around, but not like a bowl full of jelly.
It's almost like waxing the balls of the Dalai Lama.
Assuming the Dalai Lama has to have balls. It's super nice of all these women in this bar to leave the space between the front row and our character's table so we can see a clear shot of who we know.
I love his panties. They're so seasonal.
Those aren't panties, those are booty shorts at best. I'd say more, but I need to keep this discussion brief. Storing your coins in a penis shape in your underwear during a stripping competition.
Mom, no motorboating. We talked about this.
Blaming the ocean for the actions of the boat. Given that all these people are turning into panting hornballs, I'm surprised to see them cheering the arrival of the second woman, rather than storming the bar top to attempt to exert dominance.
You should never have to watch your mom lick your boyfriend's nipples.
Well, first, her tongue was quite a ways away. Second, Daughter Dearest seems to be having a great time. And third, Carla can't see his nipples for shit while grinding his ass.
That's a lot of concussions.
The National Football League. Imagine living at this house that is lit by a 100,000 lumen spotlight. God, imagine being the neighbors just trying to sleep at night while just outside the window someone attempts to recreate the goddamn sun. Gee, I wonder if soccer balls are important to the character that lives in this room. I cannot tell.
Look, I know this is your first Christmas since your parents got divorced.
Skip!
Speaking of gifts, have some iPhones.
Giving the gift of limitations for Christmas.
Can't believe people fall for this shit. It's so stupid.
We usually just say this works around here, ladies, but yeah, you're not wrong.
They just totally stole my
And I'm just going to stand here and talk about it wistfully, as is the custom of my people. Publicly displaying a Santa that looks like a
Kent, get the kids out of here.
Yep. Let's go, guys.
None of the children who were just told they get to open a present protest leaving this room. And that may be the most unbelievable part of this entire movie.
There is still an alarming amount of snow in my pants, I gotta say.
What exactly is an alarming amount of snow that would still be in your pants while you drive down the road? How much had to be packed in there? That your body heat and heat from the vehicle is doing nothing to turn the snow into water.
Kenny G's in my den.
I thought I'd heard every sexual euphemism in existence by this point, but it's nice to know I still have some things to learn. So, on the off chance that I had been interested in this movie, wouldn't the stupid false start of this movie have completely ruined any fun or surprise of this home destruction? Was I supposed to be giddy this whole time, anticipating the point in the movie where the home would be destroyed? I am not giddy, movie. I am decidedly not giddy.
You don't just kick someone out.
First you kick Dad out. Now you kick Grandma out. Who's next? Are you gonna kick us out?
Whoa, they are suddenly active to the plot, children. Where have you been this entire movie? Your grandma has been a nightmare. Your mom should be kicking her out. And I don't think the screenwriters even noticed you were in the movie until this very second.
I ruined my family.
These bad moms movies love to make definitive statements that are absolutely insane to me. Everyone overreacts to everything because all things in this movie are insane. Crossfade. Emotion? Also, it's really brave of Amy to take a break from her crying and fix the lighting in her house so it returns to normal.
I could really use some churching tonight.
I thought I'd heard every sexual euphemism in existence by this point, but it's nice to know I still have some things to learn.
You're probably never going to believe this, but your mom is the most insecure woman I've ever met.
Cool, now that the women be crazy portion of the film is winding down, we have a man step in to explain things and set the redemption in motion. Really strange that a female writer would write it this way. Oh, the writers were men? Well, and it's really strange that a female director would direct it this way. Oh, they directed the movie too? Consider me shocked.
You know where she is?
It's Christmas Eve.
Answering a where question with a when answer.
I actually came to apologize for kicking you out of the house.
No, you were in the right to kick her out. You can tell her you will try to love her, but she has been nothing but toxic in your life, and she has no rights to your presence just because it was her love corridor you escaped through.
You're now supposed to say, I'm sorry to her. That's the way human beings talk to each other.
Says the mother who steals money from her daughter.
I want you to know that I finally understand why you're like this.
They have been having this conversation in church for the past minute. How hard is it to step outside so the other parishioners can enjoy their Jesus stuff without your cloying sentimentality? Movie thinks that after 90 minutes of this nonsense, what I was truly hoping for was a Christmas decorating montage. Movie is wrong. These insane people have managed to have 2 Christmas trees in the house over the past few days. Trees that weren't really destroyed, just shaken up a bit. Where are those trees? Why do I need to cut down one from the lawn? I guess congratulations that you cut down your own tree and tilted it against the wall without a proper tree holder.
I got you seasons 1 through 6 of The Walking Dead.
I believe you mean the complete series of The Walking Dead. There were only ever 6 seasons, and it ended with Glenn and Maggie raising a family happily ever after. I said happily ever after, damn it!
And I'm going to pay you back every cent that I borrowed from you.
But what's really fun about all 3 of these mother-daughter stories, getting all tied up with a neat Christmas bow, is that I get to puke my guts out 3 times within the same 5 minutes. With Kristen Bell and Christine Baranski sitting next to each other at Christmas dinner, I've been racking my brain for a way to make a good wife in the good place joke, but unfortunately, I've given up. So this sin is for me not fighting the good fight.
God, Chinese food on Christmas. I feel like such a Jew.
Here's a thing they actually had a main character say in this movie.
How did you find me?
I just looked for you.
So, stalking then?
Oh my God.
It's funny for the sole reason that it's a kid that said it cliche.
We better get going or we're gonna miss our flight.
These assholes decide to leave on Christmas, the very holiday they have been panicking about being perfect to spend with family, so they can get to Vegas for New Year's, which isn't for 6 days. They literally chose to end the movie this way. Like, a decision was made. People agreed. Yep, this is how we want to go out. Cut. Print. Enjoy your holidays, everybody.
I can't stop bouncing!
The camel stuff is going to be some of the best stuff in the movie.
Keeks! If you play your cards right, you could get a sweatshirt just like this for Christmas.
Motherforking shirt ball.
Genital warts.
No. Carla, no.
STDs are fake.
Grandmas don't play dodgeball.
Oh, I don't think I'm a lot dumber than you thought that I thought I was once.
Well, anyway, today I just stick to real estate. You know, with the market these days, if you own anything but land, you own a popcorn farm. Oh, somebody stepping a duck?
Read your lines, Scrooge.
Even the vegetables don't like him.
Can't kick Kenny G out of the house. He's a national treasure.
What started as a duel ended in a chill jam sesh.
Hey, Mom, look what Santa got me.